This is a quick film to show you how to assemble your full body hanging Mannequino. So the first thing you're going to do is build the legs and torso ready for assembly. And here we can see the legs, and we're just going to turn them over and prepare them for dressing. We need to dress them before we assemble them. The process is very straightforward, and as you can see here, you can even pull the waistline as you come up the legs towards your own body, just to give you a bit of lift, and secure them in place, and then flip them over and fasten them. Now we're just going to have a quick look inside. There you can see the two loops where we will attach the cable, which is going to join the legs to the large support frame. This is adjustable cable lock A, which is what you're going to fix the large support frame to the legs with. This can be found on the front left hand side of your full body Mannequino carry case. When you push the pin inwards in the direction of the arrow, it will release the wire and you'll be able to pull it out of the lock. And similarly, you can push that back in and that will grip the wire. So we're going to feed the cable, now we've released it from the lock, through the two loops inside the legs and bring the wires back out. So taking the two ends of the cables, we're going to feed those into the back of the large support frame through the two holes that you can see here, and then turning the large support frame around, we're then going to feed those cables back through to the other side using the two cables in the centre of the front of the large support frame. So just hold those in and gently turn the large support frame back around. And now we're ready to attach the adjustable cable lock A back onto the cables, ready for tightening and assembly to the legs. So pull both ends of the cables at the same time and you'll start to see the large support frame being drawn down towards the legs. Feed the corners of the large support frames into the waistline and you'll start to see the large support frame being pulled inside. And then you want to align the waistline of the legs up with the notches on the left and right of the large support frame where it says male legs. So they should be level with those notches. And then we turn the Mannequino up, and we'll just have a look at that with the Mannequino hanging up. This is adjustable cable lock B. You can see the pin down the side there, which is what we use to release the cables in and out of the adjustable lock. And these can be tightened and loosened at any time to change the height of the Mannequino while it's hanging. So we're going to feed the cable through the holes at the top of the large support frame, and then we're going to just show you again the adjustable cable lock B with the pin on it in order to release and lock the cables in place. These can be loosened and tightened in order to change the height of the Mannequino once hanging. This is the Mannequino full body torso. We're now going to dress that in preparation for assembling it onto the legs and getting ready to hang. There's more information on the Mannequino YouTube website as far as dressing long arms on Mannequino is concerned. Depending on the type of garment that you're dressing, you might want to remove the arms and place them back into the Mannequino once you've got the item on. Placing the torso above the large support frame, we're going to thread the hanging cable right up inside through the torso and coming out of the neck, and then we're going to pull the large support frame and the legs towards the torso until the large support frame hits the shoulders on the inside. at which point we can start adjusting the torso and tucking the torso into the trousers and getting ready to hang up the Mannequino. Once you've got your full body Mannequino hanging, you can make all the final adjustments you need to in order to style for your final look. Firstly, you're going to tuck in the torso into the trousers, and it should be fitting really nicely to the legs at the front. And then also we're going to do exactly the same thing at the back and make sure that's all together. And finally, we're going to make sure that those shoulders are sitting nice and firmly on the large support frame.